Kaitlan Collins just delivered an absolute masterclass in debunking misinformation where she utterly humiliated possible Trump VP pick JD Vance by directly turning his own ridiculous talking points back on him, showing the lack of consistency and, frankly, intelligence in his points, something that is very consistent among MAGA Republicans, and you just love to see them get their feet held to the fire. So let's start with the January 6th rioters.
So you agree that people who break in and vandalize a building should be prosecuted?
Exactly.
Okay, I'm just checking because you did help raise money for people who did so on January 6th, which was, impeding an official proceeding, breaking into a building that they weren't allowed to be in, and vandalizing the Capitol.
I love the little smile she cracks when she realizes he's walked himself right into this one, but it's clear the double standard that these people have. Poor people committing crimes out of necessity, well, we have to be as tough as possible on them, or how else do we deter that crime? But Trump, he needs to walk free from all of his crimes. Billionaires doing fraud, let's not focus on them. And all the January 6ers are patriots who deserve a pardon for being on the Republican side. It's blatant hypocrisy. They would never go to these lengths to get poor people who like squatters who were just squatting out of necessity because they had nowhere else to live. They wouldn't go to this length to get them pardoned. But, there's a staunch difference there. The squatters probably aren't going to vote Republican down the line. But the party of Republicans of MAGA that has taken over the right can never pretend to be one of law and order again. Republicans want tough law and order for everyone who's not like them and nothing but privilege for themselves.
We know that there are threats to American democracy. I think the biggest threat to American democracy, Kaitlan, is that the Biden administration is trying to prevent Donald Trump from campaigning and taking his case to the American people, even as they hide their own candidate.
That's presiding over that case. The Biden administration is not preventing Donald Trump from campaigning. He just did two campaign events tonight.
This is a really important point, Kaitlan. Who is the number 3 person from the Biden Department of Justice who went to work for the New York prosecutor just months before he brought this case against Donald Trump? You can't have people moving from the Biden administration to prosecute Donald Trump in New York and say it has nothing to do with the Biden administration, especially when the judge is the Biden administration donor.
To local DA's offices all the time. That's not that unusual. I mean, you're an attorney, you know that.
It's pretty
unusual. You probably have
unusual.
colleagues who went to Yale with you that did that.
And this is exactly their playbook. You take something that most people aren't aware of, you paint it like it's unusual and sketchy, and your base is going to eat it up without fact-checking anything, even though it has no actual connection or relevance. Trump committing crimes is his own fault, nobody else's. Saying he's unable to campaign is untrue when he's doing events, utilizing cameras at the courthouse to relay his messages. I mean, the judge is even being nice enough to let him attend his son's graduation. I would say he's getting pretty fair treatment for someone who's facing 88 charges.
President Biden wasn't approving of the chance to hang his vice president and did not call his vice president when their life was in danger on Capitol Hill, something that Mike Pence himself has testified to. So my question is, does it give you any pause to be his vice president given how he has treated Mike Pence?
Kaitlan, I'm extremely skeptical that Mike Pence's life was ever in danger. I think politics people like to really exaggerate things from time to time. I know a lot of folks in the Democratic Party.
Senator.
Yeah, I'm sure that the people walking around with over 78 weapons, zip ties, a noose was on the ground, violently breaking down barricades, windows, and doors to get into the Capitol while chanting, "Hang Mike Pence," well, they weren't serious, right? It was just a little jokey joke. The consistent downplaying of anything negative on their side is a major red flag. You should be able to take accountability. Accountability isn't something you should fear, and if you're scared that taking accountability will ruin your career or the position you've made for yourself, you probably shouldn't be in that position anyway. If you enjoyed this video, we're Social Society. We're a commentary channel influenced by politics, society, and the economy. We are pretty left-leaning on this channel, but we're open to our right-wingers as well. The biggest thing here is having conversations that get everyone to the bottom of the truth. If that sounds like something that could interest you, consider smashing that subscribe button, leaving us a like, or even commenting on this video. We even have memberships available as low as $3 if you'd like to support, because the only way we become a society is together.